I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 177 pounds, 5'11" tall with a reach of 74. And standing across from him will be the Patriot, Patrick Rocol, who's 185. It's Roy Jones. Patrick Rocol fighting out of Wolfenbüttel, Germany.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, we turn it over to the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner from Germany, here is a European super middleweight champion, the Patriot, Patrick Rocol.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And that's the opening bell, round one. That hook had to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Much better than this guy. You're much better.
And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Oh, Patrick Rocol right now stumbling around. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back up.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And that could be the beginning of the end for Rocol. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout with...
Gets your mind back, gets your focus back.
There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good defense to block the hook. Insane action. Solid punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Here's been a... Did you see that? Patrick Rokel seeing cobwebs. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Get back out there.
Here we go to the 4th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These two... Oh, wait a minute! And that could be the beginning of the end for Rokel. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, Patrick Rokel right now stumbling around. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well done with that counter shot. Patrick Rocco seeing cobwebs. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Time for the 5th round. That counter shot lands.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
That hook was off target. That could be the beginning of the end for Rocco. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Which fighter will say no mas? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Forget about that round. It's a bad round, guys.
There's the bell for round 6. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the...
The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Fantastic punch. Oh, Patrick Rocco right now stumbling around. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wait.
Oh my God, Johnny! Patrick Rocco seeing cobwebs. And down goes Patrick Rocco. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny. Caleb Sweet. It's the Mexican.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. Fighting out of the blue corner from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting two-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
The fighters have got to stay focused, concentrate, don't get carried away. They're not part of the carnival. They're the action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Beautiful counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They exchange punches. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well done with that counter shot. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
David Benavidez might be ready to go. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Caleb Plant just got clipped.
to steady the pace.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute.
Break on now. Relax.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. The right hook misses. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Caleb Plant is hurt. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. And it's survival time for David Benavidez.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard's going to need a knock.
That was a terrible.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's a counter shot. Whoa, Johnny! Plant is in some serious trouble here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Caleb Plant just got clipped. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
The Mexican monster's in trouble. A much better game plan here.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And the Mexican monster might be ready to... A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Whoa, wait a minute. Caleb Plant is hurt. Let's talk about planting that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. And
oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Plant is in some serious trouble here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
what recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Has to be careful for Caleb Plant just got clipped. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What?
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And the referee will allow this to continue. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That big hook doesn't land. Catch and shoot. That punch scores. Nice counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be... And the big Mexican monster is down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
You will win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back.
And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything. Full.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Caleb Plant is hurt. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Man is in some serious trouble here. Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.
the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. He's got a reach of 67 inches, and his height is 166 centimeters tall. And he'll be squaring off against Julio Cesar. It's the Pac-Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He is forever one of the all-time greats. Julio Cesar Chavez making his way to the ring, a man that had 90 professional fights before recording his first loss. Not many fighters in the history of this sport can say that.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth.
All right.
Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That big hook doesn't land. Punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That right hook not connecting. Missing with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Switch on. Great work. I love it. I love it. That just slick. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. That right hand, beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few. Get your jab back. Get your rhythm.
And there's the bell to start round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Swing and a miss with the hook. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Blocks that right hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Way better than that guy. You let him back into the fight. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You're doing good.
And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Lucky that hook didn't score. How about that time counter shot? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. He threw a punch and just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like...
Breathe.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
It's like a game of joust. They both... Whoa, wait a minute! Julio Cesar Chavez in some serious trouble. Oh, and Chavez goes down! And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to go.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jab back.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? And there's the bell to start the round. Nice counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over those eyebrows, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed. There's a counter shot.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. He blocks the right hook. Good counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like...
And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You okay?
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put...
Let's start the 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
That hook once. Hold that thought! Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will he do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Perfect counter shot. Good one. Punch, counter punch. done with that counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. Perfect counter lands. There's no... Hold that thought! Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked! I don't believe what we're seeing here!
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
That's a god-awful round that was. Come on. You let him back. Don't be looking at the one shot at a time. Set him up.
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That right hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just a match made in heaven.
Looking to land the hook. Left hook missed. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell for round 8. Was what we saw last round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. going to see a jab from these two. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. A unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
this round.
Bye.